Hello, my name is Kamila, and this is my brand new knitting channel, Full Time Knitter. Welcome. I am really excited and thrilled and even anxious at the same time because I start this channel from the very beginning. I used to run a knitting channel for 4 years in Russian. I decided to move forward and switch into English so that wider audience can know about me and my needs and maybe get inspired and maybe inspire me for making other different beautiful interesting projects. I really hope you are going to like what I will show you. Normally I run vlogs which I filmed during a week or two, normally 2 weeks, and I'm sharing my progress, acquisitions, my ready to go works. Literally, that's everything you guys are used to while watching knitting channels. So I hope you are going to like mine too. Then talking about myself, I'm coming from Kazakhstan. This is the country in Central Asia. It's really huge, but I live on the southeast of Kazakhstan in Almaty city, surrounded by beautiful mountains. I've been knitting since I was a kid, but obviously it wasn't a serious knitting. If talking about my first serious steps in knitting, I think it happened something like 15-16 years ago when I gave birth to my first kid, and I felt a strong desire to do something with my hands. And then I remembered that I can knit and I can crochet, so I knitted small pants and a tiny cardigan for my newborn child. And after that I realized that this is a kind of hobby that gives good results, because the result is the clothes and you can wear them and it can serve you for several years, even more if you use good yarn. So yeah, then some years passed and I felt that I am experienced enough to take the orders. So I've been knitting custom orders for about 4 or 5 years, and yes, it has become my main job. So that's why I'm a full-time knitter, the person who converted the hobby into a job. So I can say that I knit every day, literally every day. It's really rare that I don't knit. That can mean that I'm somewhere out of I don't know, out of my house, or I'm sick, or I don't know, I don't have like weekends, because on weekends I need the most. Okay, no long talks anymore. Let's go to my vlog. If you already like what you see, then consider subscribing, or you can do it afterwards when you watch the video till the end, hopefully. So yeah, I am looking forward to your likes, comments, and subscriptions. See ya. Hi everyone, and welcome to my process. I have started a cardigan with Rhino print, and I'm at the very beginning of the process. I started it yesterday and this is all my progress. Okay, here I use intarsia method. I'm using 2 threads to create the print. One of them is the basis and one of them is the print. I use this type of yarn. This is Drops Air. I have plenty of them in my stash, so I'm really glad to receive the orders from this yarn, because that's a chance for me to get rid of it and buy a new one. So yeah, for the bases I use number 4. This is medium gray, and for Rhinos I use, where's the number 3. That's called pearl gray. It's really pretty. Yeah, I love this yarn. I love knitting from it, but not when it's really hot outside. Now we have a temperature about 23-25 degrees Celsius, so yeah, it's a normal temperature for me to knit from this yarn. Yeah, and I'm happy to start this project because I have received it as an order for a girl whose name is Julia. Telling the truth, I don't know how many cardigans with this Rhinos I have knitted already during my whole life, because I've knitted for women, for men, for kids. I have this pattern from this book of Erika Takai. She's a brilliant knitter, the genius of Intarsia, I think. I love her designs, and I believe that you all guys know about her. In case you don't know about her, you can go to Pinterest and write Erika Takai, and you will see all her designs. So I use this pattern. Here she is, but I have remade it for myself because I've had some issues. Not issues, but I thought that I need to somehow remake the design or the placement of the Rhinos, because as you see, this middle Rhino is settled on the place where we have already this V-neck, and for me it's kind of not accurate, I think. So I took this Rhino and put it down here, and these two Rhinos, the upper ones, see, they are situated differently, placed differently, and here we can see only a head and one leg of the Rhino, and here we see like bigger part of it. So in my design I settled them like equally. It's really symmetrical, and yeah, they look more like this here. So, and I also I think Erika used a thicker yarn for this, because her Rhinos, they look bigger. Here, yes, her Rhinos are definitely bigger because of the yarn thickness. And here she uses Mohair. Yeah, something like Mohair. That's not the only design that I've already used from Erika Takai. I have also knitted a sheep and a cat. I will leave the photos. So I really love it because she gives her intarsia and her pattern as a picture. So you just look at it and you knit. Like, you don't need to read because sometimes, and here you see that there is nothing like English or Russian here. So yeah, I think if she used her native language, we would all suffer because of it, because we won't be able to understand it. Okay, Google Translator is a good helper, but not when you need. When you want to get relaxed, when you want to just think about your inner thoughts and everything like that, and you don't have any desire to translate it through Google. You just want to keep going and have fun with your knitting. So yeah, I'm glad she's using this kind of pattern. I don't unfortunately I don't have the second book. I've had to borrow it from my knitting friend, knit these two designs with sheep and cat, and then give it back. As far as I understand, there is a third book also, but I haven't seen it yet. If any of you guys have seen this book, the third one of Erika Takai, please let me know. Maybe I can buy the third one too, because I'm really in love with her. She's pretty and she's talented. Hi everyone, this is me again with my Rhino cardigan. As you can see, I've gone pretty far already.
I have just finished all the color work, so now I won't need this color anymore, so I happily put it aside. And I'm about to cast off the thing. I would say this is an edge, right? But if I'm mistaken, please let me know that in the comments, because yeah, I found out that I actually don't know the proper name for this part of the cardigan, so I'm calling it edge unless I see the answer in the comments and then use it in my future videos. I forgot to tell you which needles I used. I'm using this Knit Pro Mindful collection. So mindful and so demure. 5.5 millimeters, and for this elastic edge, I don't know how to say it right again, I'm using it's US number 6, and it's 4 millimeters needle. I really love them. They're really lightweight, and they have this kind of sharp edges, but not so much. So yeah, I'm happily using this set for about a year and a half, and I'm pretty happy with it. So okay, now I'm gonna start casting off, and I will only have the sleeves left to knit, and hopefully I will do that really quick because I can't wait to start casting on another project, which will be made out of mohair yarn. So I'm really looking forward to that. And after finishing the second project, or maybe it will be in a real good progress, I will show you the results of the week and show you the works never seen before, because as I told you, I used to run my vlogs in Russian, and as I decided to urgently switch into English, yeah, there were some works left which have not been shown anywhere. Yeah, see you. This is an important update I have, because the knitting of this project is over. Now I need to go and wash it. Then I'm gonna sew it by its sides. Yes, I'm washing before sewing, because this way it dries faster. Then I'm gonna go to the shop. Yes, I need to walk there because I don't have proper buttons. My work is done. It's not a yay status for now because I have so much work to do, but anyways, I am happy. Okay guys, see you in the final episode where I'm going to show you all the stuff I have which is ready to go. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to my final video of this vlog. I think I have worked really hard,
and I have several finished projects which I want to share with you. And also, I will talk about my small plans. Why do I say small plans? Because I never know what I'm gonna need. Because the season of knitting is starting and I'm getting more and more orders. So I will go one by one in order not to mess everything. So for now I have only 2 incomplete orders, so I will talk only about them. Okay, I want to start with finished projects. So let's start with my very first finished project, which is a Rhino Cardigan. Here it is, ready to go, really beautiful, soft, cozy, very laconic and smart. I really love this print, and I'm thankful to Erika Takai, who invented it, who implemented this beautiful idea of placing the rhino in the middle, in the center, but on the both sides of the cardigan, as well as from the side here. So part of the rhino, of 2 rhinos, are on the back. Overall, I can say this cardigan can be a basic one due to the colors. Yeah, I remind you the colors. It's the medium gray, and this is the pearl gray, and the yarn is Drops Air. I remember I have knitted already out of these colors, but they were inverse. I think I can put the photo right now so you can see. It was beautiful too. And yeah, I can say that these cardigans, no matter what colors you use, I've had this. Okay, sorry. I think that these cardigans are really good looking, and due to fashion and very comfy. They are oversized. This is, for example, this is the size M, which is oversized, and it has this dropped shoulder and wider body and kind of longer sleeves. I used this kind of buttons. Yeah. They're plastic, but they are really fitting the color palette. I am really pleased and happy with it. And yeah, I want to tell you more about this design that I use, because this, no, not this, but mainly Rhinos is the only design I use from the designer pattern, because most of my projects are calculated by myself and I create my own patterns. But yeah, apparently this Rhino design has become my bestseller. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm not able to count how many of them have been already knitted and sent to their owners. So it's just another one, and sorry, and it is as beautiful, as soft, and as cozy as the others. I would like to talk about the Drops Air yarn. I love working with it. I think this is one of my favorite yarns so far. I love to do color work with it, because at the end of the day, when you have very many ends which you want to hide, with other yarns, I'm having troubles with that, because they are always like they are always hidden, not very accurately maybe. But with this yarn, I don't weave them, I felt them, yes, with the needle, and that provides a very good look from the inside. Let me show you. Okay, for example, here on the wrong side,
first of all, we don't see any ends because they're felted and hidden really good. And second, it looks good on the outside too, on the inside, in the inside too, because of this intarsia approach. I use some jacquard here without stretches, and then we have this whole intarsia here. See? How do you pronounce it right? Intarsia or intarsia? Please let me know. I'm still freaking out because I feel really insecure about the knitting terms in English. So yeah, please. I love this yarn because of its lightweight, because the same length of the yarn, but not so airy like this, would weigh a bit more. And for example, this cardigan weighs 357 grams, so it's a bit more than 7 skeins. And if some other, I don't know, merino or some other wool with the same length would weigh much more. And this cardigan, I don't know, would weigh, for example, 550 grams, something like that. But not for the cardigan knitted out of Drops Air. So I really love this yarn. I don't have like a big access to it because in Kazakhstan they don't distribute this yarn. I mean, this Garn Studio, they don't distribute the yarn in Kazakhstan at all, so I have to buy it from elsewhere. But mainly I buy this yarn in Germany. Yes, and it takes about 3 weeks to come to Kazakhstan. So yeah, every time I need to check my stash before taking the order, because if, for example, I know that I need 7 skeins and I have only 6 of them, that means that I cannot take this order. So yes, there are some difficulties of living in Central Asia, which is far away from many good yarns, and that's why I always consider what I can do with the yarn I have in my stash. But it doesn't mean that we don't have shops. We do have, but they are mainly selling this bobbin yarn, stock yarn from Italy, which is a good one too. But we are not talking about that today. Maybe later I will maybe even go to one of the shops and show you how it all works there with this stock yarn. Okay, let's go to my second finished project. And this is this Mohair jumper, sweater. It is really huge, see? Its width is about 75 centimeters and its height, the shortest height here, because it's a bit slouchy, I made the back a bit longer. The shortest height is 65 centimeters. I have knitted it with the help of knitting machine. Yes, sometimes I use this knitting machine for plain knitting like this. If I don't have if I don't have color work, if I don't have the variety of several types of stitches, then I prefer to go to the knitting machine and make a quick project. The garment this big can be knitted in 2 or 3 days, which helps me to face the timings that I have from my clients. Not that clients set me the timings, I'm the one who sets it, but knitting is sometimes an unpredictable thing. And yes, I'm always telling that, for example, if it takes 3 days, I say it's gonna be in 5-6 days, because you need to make sure everything is all right with the garment, then wash it, then sew a label and buttons and everything, and then send it to the client. And yeah, I'm not sure that the camera conveys its normal color like as it is in life. It looks kind of gray or I don't know, but I can say this color is called powder pink, and it's really beautiful. And yes, I would like to talk about the yarn. Here it is. This is a Mohair from China. I really love it. I use it for many years and I have never got any complaints from the client or from myself, because myself is the person who is the most naughty client for me. So my skin is really sensitive, and if the yarn is not itchy for me, then it's not itchy for anyone in this world. So this mohair is not itchy at all. I'm very pleased that I have found it amongst the wide variety of Chinese yarns, because mainly it's acrylic yarns and they are not so good while wearing than finished garments, because they peel, because they make you sweat and stuff like that. But this one, according to its composition, it is 65% of mohair and 35% of wool, which I doubt, because I feel that it's not a wool, it's polyamide thread with a mohair. So I would say it's 65 mohair, 35 polyamide. But nobody knows, and I will never be able to pronounce the name of this yarn because I don't know how to read Chinese. But its label looks like this with butterflies or something on it. Yes, because we border China, Kazakhstan borders China, we do really have lots of yarn from China in Kazakhstan, and there is one shop in Almaty who specializes on selling yarn from China, so I buy it there. And what I like about this yarn the most is the wide range of colors. Like, you can go there with any color in your head and you'll find it there. So I find it really comfortable to work with this yarn because it's regular, and I can offer different colors for client, and this is the kind of yarn quality about which I don't have any doubts. And so this time we've had this powder pink, but yes, I think that in next videos you are going to see some more colors, and I'm excited, really excited for that. So what about this garment? Again, it's oversized. It's intended for the person sized M, but as you can see, it's really huge, and it's worked out as an oversized. You can see this by this neck, crew neck, right? Yes, because it's not really big, it's not really wide, it's kind of tight here, so it fits the person sized M perfectly. And then we have this wide body. Hopefully I'm showing you the video I filmed of myself so you can see it on a model. Model is moi. So yeah, everything is ready to go, so I will pack it and send it to my dear client. What do you think about it? I love it. It's simple, it's really my style. I have another sweater, and it is a Fisherman ribbed sweater. Yeah, look at it. It's really, really well knitted, without any modesty. I can say that. As this sweater, it has like a very simple design and very basic color. I've decided that I'll make one thing that will attract attention, and it's a small pocket here, as you can see, but inside of this pocket I've used another stitch. Yeah, I don't know the name of the stitch in English, please help me. And here I have a rib. In Russian we say it's a semi-patent rib, but in English I have no idea. But yeah, if you can help me, please do. It's not like a rib one by one. It's when I knit all the loops on the right side, and I skip wrong loops on the wrong side. Yeah, exactly. How do you call this rib? Please let me know. And this is the sweater I've made for myself. Actually, I'm a knitter without a knitwear. Yeah, this happens. I have one turtleneck sweater that was made for me. I have a lace cardigan, which wasn't made for me, but after I finished it, I discovered a mistake, and so I decided to leave it for me. I have several beanies, 3 pairs of socks, and now I have this fisherman sweater, and that's it. For the person who needs over 15 years, yes, it's really weird, but I don't know. I need to knit more for myself. That's what I want to say. Okay. So, tell me if you like this idea. I really love it. It looks so good, and I like to wear it with skirts. I like to wear it with sport pants. And for its color, it looks really, really nice. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's an oversized sweater, but I wanted it to be oversized. I think it became a bit smaller after washing. Maybe it's due to its composition, because mainly it's a cotton. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the yarn. This is Rowan Soft Yak Decay. It's 70% of cotton, about 9% of nylon, and the rest of it is yak. And this yak, he played a bad joke with me. Like maybe 2 weeks ago, it was my first time when I decided to wear it and go outside. And I was like, the weather is so good, and cotton sweater would fit me great, for this weather. So I put it on, went outside, and in some 15 minutes, I felt the heat of this yak. And I was like, oh my god, I never believed that some 20% of yak can make you so hot. It's not like I sweated, but it was really, really warm. So I think that in future, I will wear the sweater only in cold weather, in winter days, and so on. In Kazakhstan, we live in 4 seasons here, yes, and the cold days come on November, and then it's freaking cold during the winter, and then in March it's like a burst of heat. So I will have about 4 months in a year to wear it really often. Please tell me what you think. Let's go to accessories I have, because yes, I'm knitting the accessories too sometimes. I want to start with 2 pairs of socks I have here. One pair is for men, and this one for women, or maybe children. This pair of socks is for my brother. I hope he wears knitted socks, because my family members, I mean my husband and my daughters, they don't wear things I needed for them. Maybe exception is beanies, because we all need beanies in winter days.
So my husband refuses to wear knitted socks because he's always hot. Yeah, I decided that maybe my brother will appreciate it, and I've made these socks for him. This is signature yarn, and I really love this color palette. Actually, I went to the shop and I saw knitted socks out of this yarn there. And yes, if I've seen the skein without knitted socks, maybe I wouldn't like pay any attention on it. But I've seen the pair of socks and I was like, they look gorgeous, and I want the same yarn for my socks. So I'm really glad I bought it. I think this is a palette intended for man, a creative man who is not afraid to wear socks which are not black. They weigh about 75 grams, so not the whole skein went on it. Yeah, and it's European size 42, I think. Not European. Okay, it's Kazakhstan size 42. So that means the length of the foot is 27 centimeters. This is a 4-ply yarn, and I've made it with 2.5 millimeter needles. I prefer to use magic loop method while knitting the socks because I knit them both at the same time. If I don't knit them both at the same time, then at the end of the day I get 2 different socks by its size. So yeah, I'd better use this method forever because otherwise I won't be able to have a pair of socks. It will be 2 different socks. Okay. And the second pair of socks is size 37, which is 24.5 centimeters long. Yeah, they have this simple design. I love it. I've made them with the help of a tutorial, but it was in Russian. But if you're still interested, I will leave a link below for this tutorial. It is really, they are really good looking. But I have one mistake here. I don't know what happened really, and I'm not sure I will be able to show it to you now, but you can see this mistake here. As I used magic loop, I have made plain knitting here and rib knitting here. But something has changed in my head. I don't know, the matrix of my head collapsed, and suddenly I've made 2 pearls here. I don't know what happened really. So, but nobody sees that, and I will not tell anybody, and you please guys don't tell to anybody too, okay? And yeah, there's a huge possibility that I will leave these socks for myself. Actually, I have my personal challenge, annual challenge, where I need to knit 1 pair of socks per month. And it's September now, so I was ought to make 9 pairs of socks, but I've made 11 pairs of socks, and I'm really proud of myself. So till the end of the year, I think I will knit about 3 maybe pairs more. It depends on how many orders I will have this season. In case I don't have many, then I'm knitting socks. If in case there are many, I'm knitting only 1 pair of socks to complete my challenge. I think I will show you my sock box later, not today, because I think the video is getting a little bit long. Please let me know in comments, do you prefer longer vlogs and podcasts or shorter ones? Okay, this yarn is Alize Super Wash. I've bought it in Istanbul, Turkey, where I lived for a month in August. Yes, I really love this yarn. I often use it. in knitting the socks, and I have many in my stash, though I'm not like a super sock knitter, you know, but I still have much sock yarn. Okay, that's for it. And there is another project. I got this order from my Etsy shop, and this is a bucket hat for a kid. See how fluffy it is? Yeah, you've seen this during my vlog that I've started it and then I had to unravel it because I used a 3mm tulip hook, and when I finished it, I was really insecure with that because I thought it is crocheted too tight. Yeah, it's a crochet hat, it's not knit. I'm really excited about this opportunity to crochet because it's a rare thing. I think the last time I crocheted was in March or something. So yeah, this is a crochet hat. I put it on this. It's not a, it's not a mannequin. It's a vase with some IKEA flavored things. And yeah. I want to show you how fluffy it is because this is Angora mink yarn. It is produced in China too. It's a very thin thread which is accompanied with polyamide thread. I have no idea why do we have to use it together with this yarn. I thought it's to stabilize the fabric, because it may be tricky not to use it because otherwise the fabric can act weirdly, but it's just my theory. I don't know for sure, but just in case I use the polyamide cone. So yeah, I have a leftover. I bought 2 skeins. The weight of this hat is 83 grams. I got this order from Etsy. If you are Etsy shop owners, you know that Etsy settles really strict deadlines. So I've knitted it in 4 days, and today I was ready to go to the post office and ship it. But unfortunately the post office was closed, so I needed to reschedule it on Monday, which is a little bit bad for my account because it will be reflected in my statistics, but I cannot do anything with that. So yeah, I'm sending it on Monday, and before it I will pack it. And let's finally talk about my plans. I announced 2 plans, but I will talk only about one because I realized that I'm still negotiating the project with my client. So, okay, not now. I got another order from Etsy, but now luckily I have something like 2 weeks for knitting, and it is a cowl scarf. I have already made it several times. Now I need to make one more. So I'm going to use the familiar yarn, Drops Air, but in wheat color, which is number 2. It's really, really good. Yeah, I hope it doesn't look like white because it does have a color, you know. Yeah, it's wheat, I would say. So, I think I will need 2 skeins for that. I don't really remember. I never remember. I have everything written in my notebook. So, yes. And I got this order from Switzerland. Yeah, I think Switzerland. So it's gonna be... I have this pattern, everything is written down, recorded, and I will need about maybe 3 days to knit it. Now I'm gonna knit with 5 and 5 millimeter needle. I think I will use Mindful from Knit Pro. So it's not gonna last for 2 weeks, hopefully, and then I will be able to proceed to other works. Okay, my camera says the battery is really low. That's because I'm talking too much. I hope you've had a good time watching this video. Tell me in the comments what do you think again. Please also help me with my questions I asked you throughout this video. And I will be happy if you subscribe and leave me your hearts and likes. Thank you so much for watching. It was me, Kamila from Kazakhstan. Send you many greetings and have a nice day. Bye!